to Silver then. Silver A, first of all. And a note on the MVPs when we're talking about it then, because Fallen Glory has mentioned it, and it's actually a pretty good idea. If you have an MVP in your team, do let me know. I'll add it to my notes, and I'll cause myself more confusion during this rundown, because, you know, that's a great idea. That sounds like good fun. Let's also open up Silver A on... where is it? There it is. On Spike. Shout out to Poncho as well, actually, because Poncho is the creator of Spike, and I probably should shout him out. He does a stream in French, so if you understand French, by all means, go check him out. I was watching him yesterday for a bit, actually. He's still a nice and friendly guy, and I think he's online right now, or he was, maybe. No, he's not online right now. Where's Poncho? Where's Poncho? Where's Poncho? There he is. Poncho_DLV. So Poncho_DLV. No, it's not DLV. It's DIV then? No. Oh, that's why I didn't put SO. Poncho_DLV. There we go. I meant under the leaderboard the game actually makes a top 3 of best killers, scores, etc., but it takes more time to see if you can fit it in. Okay, I'll have a look at that for next time as well, all the same. But quick shout out to Poncho when I'm talking about it. So Poncho creates our fantastic Spike bot who keeps us all in the loop, all of the admin teams, me for these rundowns, and in general Poncho is just, you know, a clever guy who's really friendly, so go check him out as well, especially if you do understand French. Go say bonjour to him when he's playing his games. Mostly streams Football Manager at the moment, I think, but I've seen him streaming other games as well, including some FPSs and a couple of RPGs. So he's a variety streamer for the most part. And Dead Shores, you didn't tell me to shout you out. Damn it. Tell me to shout you out, my man, because when you come in, I don't think about it. So, also shout out to Dead Shores, who is in the chat right now. An English-Dutch streamer who plays Minecraft every Wednesday evening, so he is on... not Wednesday evening, sorry, Wednesday, I think it was 2 o'clock American time slot. Or was it 2 o'clock UTC? It was 2 o'clock sometime. If Dead Shores is still in the chat, he can tell you himself what time he streams, and I'll read it out loud. Okay, so, Silver A. Let's have a look. Start off with the leaderboard. No, start off with the schedule. We've had 2 games played already. Yes, 2 games played already. So, where's my Spike? Where's my Spike? I've seen that Dead Shores has given me the update. I will check it in just a moment. My Spike is here. So, the Nurgle Whopstone Wazex, led by Shugdaddy, played Spartak Nordl's Defenders of La Luna, a High Elf team, I believe. And the Teletubbies, famous Nunu, the Chaos Minotaur, and the Evil Smoothie, took on Poglar's Necromantic Leeds United. And what has that done for the table in terms of these teams? It's top 2 who go through in silver, and it's 2 plus 2 in bronze. I didn't actually mention that. 2 plus 2 in bronze and top 2 in silver. So, Dead Shores, 8 PM CET, the rest I don't know. Okay, we still have the entire stream to shout out. Leave me alone. Okay, so the the Teletubbies under Evil Smoothie have not yet secured their top spot, but they're looking good with that win. So they're definitely in the running, but both Hakurin and Turin can take over. So the Nurgle and the Lizards can still catch up. If either team wins, they will take the top 1 or top 2 spots, and they're both equal on touchdowns. So even a draw, no, a draw isn't good enough. They both need to win actually, but if both teams win, that will knock Evil Smoothie out. So he has a relatively good chance of making it. And do these 2 teams play each other? Because that could do it. I don't think I made it clear enough as well. 8 PM CET for the Minecraft of Dead Shores. And I'm not on the leaderboard, I just noticed. So, on the leaderboard. Sorry. So, Chaos Team, the Teletubbies, are being chased by Nurgle and Lizardman. And do they play each other, actually? Sunshine Boys, no they don't. They have a game each, so if they both win, they will knock Evil Smoothie off the top spot. But they do both have to win for that to happen. What else we got here then? So, Leeds United have probably finished in 5th, but they could finish in 6th if the Dark Elves take over. The High Elves have finished either 7th or 8th, depending on how the Noise Brigade does with his Kislev. And Shug Daddy has finished in the bottom 2 for certain, but if Top Hat manages to win, he will finish at the bottom, unfortunately. So the 4 teams that have played, the Skaven, the High Elves, the Necromantic, and the Chaos, that's how it currently stands. So let's have a look at those teams. We got a leap on a lizard. That's good, because we haven't taken the level up yet. Let's start with them and have a look at my notes. Silver, A, and where are they? I didn't make notes on that team. Okay, that's weird. Well, anyway, he didn't take the level up, and we've taken a beating on the Croxagore, apparently. So the Croxagore has just a miss next game. He will be back next game. And we've taken Leap on a Skink, which is always fun. So Skink with Leap for Kylie Hicks. Yeah, Kylie Hicks. We'll stick with that. So the Lizardmen finish with... not that Lizardmen team. No, wait, why am I looking at the Lisbon team? It wasn't the Lisbon team, was it? It was this team, sorry. I just looked at the wrong team completely. I'm a complete pro at this, of course. So, forget the Lizard team. I wanted to look at the Necromantic team, and I want to have a look at Evil Smoothie. So it's this team, this team, this team, and this team. There we go. So we'll start with the Teletubbies. Forget everything about the Lizards. That hasn't happened yet. So, Nunu is much closer to his legendary status. He's picked up something like... I think I read that he picked up 20 SPP over the season, which is, you know, not bad for a Minotaur, to be fair, because Minotaurs are notoriously terrible at picking up SPP. And what do I have in terms of notes for Nunu's team? Yeah, we'll call it Nunu's team. Evil Smoothie's team. We had 1 MNG, and that's it, on Umbi Pumbi. So there's a Beastman who took an Upsi, and the Upsi is an MNG. Otherwise, the team is looking relatively unhealthy, but at the same time, you know, nothing terrible really. Busted movement is not huge on a Beastman. Busted movement on a Chaos Warrior who is supposed to be on the line and hitting things, not a big problem at all. And busted agility is not a problem for a Chaos Warrior, so still pretty healthy looking Chaos team overall. Losing my voice, sorry. And they were playing against Leeds United, the Necromantics under Pogla. And what notes do I have for them? I have... Where are we? There we are. We've had one injury and 1 level up, apparently. So the injury was a death, I guess, because there's no injury on the team. So Gary Smackalister, I think he did die, actually, but I didn't make a note of the fact he was actually dead. So F in the chat for... F in the chat for Gary Smackalister. And Robbie Fowler picked up a level. Where is he? There he is. So this zombie picked up block. This strength plus zombie picked up block. So there we go. God. Strength, guard, block, zombie. Now, that does seem pretty fitting for Robbie Fowler, because if I remember rightly, Robbie Fowler is one of the top scorers. I'm not a football fan, to be fair, but I know that Robbie Fowler has very good statistics in the history books, so makes perfect sense that he's picked up plus strength, guard, and block. Robbie Fowler is my generation. That's why I know about him, mostly. But they do finish short of the playoffs, unfortunately, so they will be continuing in Steel, or they will be retiring at the end of the season. Title is still from the last stream, really? Damn it. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't even know how that happened, because I'm pretty sure I changed it, but apparently not. I will change that now. Thank you for pointing it out. Oopsie-doops. Hello, Oopsie-doops. DRP, nice to see you. And what am I doing? I'm changing this... I know there's a way of doing it quickly, but I don't remember how to do it. So ICBBL weekly rundown. Round 7. Season 25? Yeah, season 25, I think. Final week. Part 1. Done. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Much appreciated. Yeah, you already missed your own team, Hoopsie Doops, and I called it a lizard team because I'm an idiot. So your Chaos Dwarf lizards, you know, that team. I've already been through them, unfortunately. Yes, so Robbie Fowler, matching his record as a real life person as well, and they are going to finish in 5th or potentially 6th if this Dark Elf team do pull out a win. Who's the other one? We had Spartak Noodle and Shug Daddy, yeah? I believe so. So, the High Elves, first of all. There was discussion about the Dauntless Dwarf. There was indeed. Yeah, by all means, Upsy Dups, tell me about this Dauntless Dwarf. Why did you take Dauntless of all things? That was a very interesting choice, because it kind of counteracts the Guard and the Stand Firm if you want to take Piling on the piece. So, yeah, talk us through your fantastic plans going forward, because it's very, very interesting. And where are my notes? There are my notes. So, we are looking at the High Elf team. Yes, we are. High Elf team is... Where are the High Elves? I've got them both written as Dells for some reason, but they're there. So we had a. Oh yes, this player died who wanting to test my Czech accent. So, Senor Deviat Krzidlo. I haven't said in a long time. Krzidlo. So Sir Tenwings. Sir Tenwings died. That's I'll just use the English. Sir Tenwings died. And he was a line elf, I believe, so this part here died. Otherwise, the team ends with some broken pieces in general, but just a couple of niggles. This one is particularly painful to end with, but I mean, you can't fire the stat freak. He's a monster, so niggle is nowhere near the end of the world. Niggled catcher as well. That's a bit more annoying, especially with pylons, who spends a lot of time on the floor. Bust Dagi on the lineman doesn't hurt you at all, and the thrower with minus movement is a little bit sucky, but overall this team is still looking relatively healthy as far as High Elves go when there's a lot of bash around them, and when they've been bashed around a lot. Krzidlo. I'll just do it softer. Krzidlo. There we go. That's awful, but we'll take that as the word. So, the Dauntless Dwarf is decent. I'm not saying he's not decent. Did he have any wise words about my team? Not really. There was discussion about the Dauntless Dwarf. Big Guy Killer right, yes. Well, I don't want him to be on the ground, and that is why I didn't take PO. Yeah, I mean, PO is a natural next level for somebody with Dauntless if you're going for a Big Guy Killer, but fine. If you're not planning on going PO, then I suppose it's just a way of blocking the stronger guys against you, so that's fair enough. And who's the last team? The Skaven team, the Warpstone Waziks. Let's have a look at them as well for this round. My notes say that we had two level ups. Mozzarella leveled up and got Sure Feet, making him a natural one-turner. And was the other one Monetary Jack? The other one was Monetary Jack. He's picked up Wrestle, so we've also got a potential Sacker coming with the Dodge, Wrestle, Gutter Runner here. And this Skaven team is there's a lot of very broken and beaten up looking teams in Silver, but that's to be expected because they do play a lot of games. But overall, the Skaven team is looking okay, and we'll just see again where the High Elves and the Skaven have ended up. So the Skaven have ended up in the bottom 2 for certain, maybe bottom 1 if Top Hat pulls out a win. And the High Elves, they're going to be 7th or 8th, depends on how Noise Brigade and his Kislev do in their final round. So if they manage to win, they will jump up to 7th as well, but unfortunately these two teams are out of the running for the playoffs, and they will be continuing in Silver or retiring. So, the games left to play, we've got the Sunshine Boys against the Avengers. So that's the Chaos against the Nurgle. Wrong tab. The Kangaroo Kids against It's Go Time, which was Noise Brigade's Kislev against the Dark Elves of C. Arnud. Arnaud. Not sure. I need a pronunciation check on that one as well. And the Croakers take on the 2000-year plan, which I believe is Lizards against Khemri. And yes, these two have the... Do they have the chance to go up? Let's do some maths again. Yeah, so these are the two actually that have the chance to take first place. Oh, they are playing each other. Why did they say they weren't playing each other originally? Wait. No, they're not. Ah, no, they're not. Sorry. Third and fourth are playing each other. Okay. So, yes, these two have the chance to take top spots. That's the Nurgle and the Lizardman. But the Khemri can cause an upset and finish as high as... How high can they finish? Maths is hard today for some reason. I was doing much better with the maths last time I did this. Theoretically, it's less likely, but theoretically actually, Tapcomet can still make the playoff as well. So we got 4 teams in the running for the playoffs actually, with the Khemri also having a chance, and because the Khemri and the Lizards play each other, this is going to be the one to watch this week. Because the winner of this has a good chance of getting through to the playoffs. If it's Lizardman, they have a good chance. If it's the Khemri, they have a chance to get through to the playoffs. They need the tiebreaks to go their way, and they need to pick up a couple of touchdowns to do it as well, which is not very easy for Khemri. Let me catch up with chat quickly. I don't want to be on the ground, I read that one. Yeah, one of my CCL Dwarfs 2. It's nice with Mighty Blow to take out Yetis, minnows, the like for strength 4 pieces. Of course, I went with Dauntless because when I don't have the minnow, I need someone to manage higher strength guys. Yeah, I understand that. And I hope for a double so I can give him Claw. Claw is definitely a pretty good development on that guy as well. Claw or piling on, to be honest, but with the guard and the stand firm, piling on isn't really an option for you on that piece, so Claw makes perfect sense. And even if you don't take it, then... Yeah, it's going to be hard for you if you don't get a double, actually, because I can't think of a very logical... You can go something like Frenzy, I guess. But that's about it. So let's have a look at Silver B. And we're doing pretty good on time today, aren't we? Yeah, we are. We're good. We're good on time. I'm doing much better on time today. So the notes make things a little bit slower with going back and forth between tabs, but overall it's making the whole process a little bit quicker. So no complaints there. So Silver B, let's open it up on Spike. Silver B is my group. I know that much. And we had how many games played? We've had 2 games played. Yes. The destruction of the Stumblers, and the pretty interesting game that happened last night, actually. So let's have a look at how that looks, and I need to double check the maths before I say it, but let me just have a look. Yeah. So D-Man has secured his place in the playoff with his draw last night. Yes, he secured his place in the playoff, and he played against McDorton's Chaos. So that was Chaos against High Elves. D-Man is definitely through, and the Chaos can hold if the results go against Elmiko and Yeriel. So if that goes really badly, I think Cerrone can technically catch him as well. But that's a much harder one. So the Necromantic, the Lizards, and the Nurgles are chasing second spot. McNaughton is currently holding it, but the other 3 teams that I mentioned do have a game in hand. So there's that to worry about. Also, us 2 at the bottom, we had our matchup, and I was completely smashed by Orcs. So the Fists of Morco completely destroyed the Stumblers, and we had some singing in that stream. There are highlights, unfortunately. But overall, yeah, that was a good smash, and I also found a new bug that I didn't know about in Blood Bowl. So that all happened in that game. But D-Man definitely through, and we've got a 4-way fight for the second place spot between Chaos, Nurgle, Lizardman, and Necromantic. So let's have a look at the teams. We start with my own team. I actually had to make notes on my own team as well, because now I'm making notes on everybody. I can't remember what happened to who. And the only thing that happened, I think, was an injury. Or was it a level up? It was a level up, actually. I mean, there were injuries as well. So Spare took a minus movement, actually. Yes, Spare picked up a minus movement, which, you know, is fine. I can deal with another minus movement skeleton, not the end of the world. I need to fire somebody as well anyway, so that's somebody to fire. And forgot his name again, picked up a level, and he now has Fend. So he's a plus strength Fend zombie. And he picked up Fend because forgot his name again is Urban Zorro's old peasant. So I gave him a peasant skill, because why not? Why not? Because he has plus strength. That's why not. But you know, we're keeping it nice and fluffy. That's all that happened for the Stumblers. And McNaughton, I actually watched this game yesterday. It was pretty brutal for McNaughton, to be fair. And did I actually make notes in the end, or did I try to remember? No, I did make notes. There was one level up on Dean Hopgood, who doesn't exist. So I guess Dean Hopgood, something else happened to him. Did Dean Hopgood die, or am I looking at the wrong team? Well, that's confusing. I guess something terrible happened to Dean Hopgood, and he didn't level up. I've got his note in the wrong spot because there is no Dean Hopgood in this team. So yeah, it was a tough match for the Chaos, though. I did see that they kept getting injury rolls and they kept getting stomped on by High Elves, and the referee was very much on the High Elf side. But the Chaos Dwarf team, the Chaos team, sorry, is still looking pretty solid at the end, with not so much of a kill team, with the one killer beastman. Otherwise, we've gone mostly a protective route with lots of block, lots of guard, so we've gone for a relatively sensible Chaos team, and playing more for positional than playing for position than playing more for the kills. D-Man's High Elves as well. What are my notes there? Didn't make any. I should probably have a look at the match thing then. Let's get that up instead. There it is. So we had a level up. No, that's the wrong team. We had a level up on... Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? There we are. We didn't have a level up. That's why we don't have any notes. Yeah, because everybody... We just took one MNG. Yes, we took one MNG on this team. No level ups, just MNG on Depression, who was one of very few injuries in this game. I didn't mean to click on him. So the High Elves look very disgusting at the end, and I think these are one of the top bets for promotion to gold at this stage, to be honest, based on what I've seen, but we'll see. Results can go either way when you're playing Blood Bowl, of course, and well, if this thing dies, then we can all celebrate, and that's basically what happened there. Just double check that yeah, there were 2 deaths actually on the Chaos team, so let's go back to the Chaos team quickly. There were 2 deaths on the Chaos team. Tim Coots, a Beastman, and Todd Nixon, a Beastman, both died. And Brigadier Dean Hopgood did level up, but he doesn't exist. Ah, he's there, that's why. Ah, there he is. So this guy got a level up. And we have Tackle on a Beastman. 2 dead Beastmen, and Tackle on this guy here. So that's what happened with the Chaos. My notes weren't very good on that, apparently. And the Orcs were the other team that played. They completely destroyed the Stumblers. I mean, they ripped the team apart in the first round, and then they did it again in the second round. So it was a very brutal game. It was good to watch and good to play. So Thrower has a level up, and he's taking Leap, of course, and nothing died. So that's how the Orcs look at the end of the season. Surprisingly low on the table, considering how well developed this Orc team is. So the Orcs and the Stumblers are probably finishing in the positions that they're in, because the Bretonnians can't catch us, and we're not going over the Necromantics, so we do finish 6th and 7th, 100%, respectively. And like I say, top 4 fighting for... 4 teams fighting for 2nd place as well between these 4, depends on how the results go, and who's playing who. So the Open Door of Night take on the Lustrian Emeralds, so the Lizardmen take on the Necromantic team. So Necromantic have to win that game to have a chance of going up, and the Nurgle team take on the Bretonnian team, which, based on the results we've seen so far, I definitely think El Miko has a very good chance of going up, but you never know. Anything can happen, and the Bretonnians might pull out an upset in this late stage of the game. So, good luck to the 4 teams that are left. Editor AD again, just quickly at the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching this rundown. I will let this play out with a clip from the last game if applicable as well, like last week, and like every week going forward, I hope. It is worth keeping in mind, though, that this week's rundown was actually for a 2-week period, so if I didn't look at your team, it's because you haven't played your game yet. Or I forgot you, but I hope I didn't forget anybody. I hope so. If I did forget anybody, though, please leave that in the comments as well. Thank you very much for watching this rundown. I'll leave it here for today. Hope to see you in the next one, and good luck. Have fun in your games on the pitch. Bye-bye, guys. Christmassy, I guess. Well, the skeletons, they be creaking, and the zombies, they've been drinking. Since there's no place to go, let us play some Blood Bowl.
Okay. Now my mouth is a wide gap. Outstanding.
Yeah, you started it, what can I say?
Well, it's my fault.